Welcome to our channel History of Coins, where we explore the hidden gems of numismatics. In today's video, we're diving into the fascinating world of U.S. state quarter-dollar coins, as some of these coins are rare and can make you rich overnight. In this video, we are gonna uncover the rarest coins and their values. So make sure to watch the complete video and find out if you have one of these. Now let's continue our today's video. Top 1 today's video is one you'll want to listen to very carefully, because we are diving into a coin that millions of people once carried in their pockets without a second thought. A coin that looks ordinary at first glance, yet hides a story of American history, rare minting mistakes, and collector excitement that has grown stronger with every passing year. We are talking about the United States of America state quarter dollar from Connecticut, released in 1999. When the state quarters program began, it completely changed modern coin collecting. For the first time, everyday change became a gateway into history. Each state was honored in the order it joined the Union, and Connecticut proudly became one of the earliest releases. These quarters were minted in massive numbers, but as every serious collector knows, rarity is not always about how many were made. It is about how many survived, how they were struck, and whether something unexpected happened at the mint. The Connecticut quarter features one of the most iconic symbols in American colonial history, the famous charter oak. This massive, spreading tree represents freedom, resistance, and independence. According to legend, Connecticut's colonial charter was hidden inside this very tree to protect it from being seized by the English crown. That powerful story alone makes this coin special, but collectors look beyond the design. They examine every branch, every leaf, and every detail under magnification. Here is where things become truly exciting. Some Connecticut quarters were struck with unusual minting errors that instantly set them apart from normal examples. One of the most talked about errors is known among collectors as the extra tree variety. On these rare pieces, an additional tree-like shape appears near the charter oak, caused by a die gouge or die break during production. This unexpected feature turns a common coin into a fascinating mint error that collectors actively hunt for. Other rare errors include off-center strikes, where the design is not properly aligned, double strikes that show overlapping images, and dramatic die cracks that run across the surface of the coin. There are also examples with missing clad layers, weak strikes, or unusual metal flow lines that give the coin a distinctive texture. Each of these errors tells a story of a brief moment when the minting process went wrong, creating a unique piece that can never be duplicated. Condition plays an enormous role as well. Most Connecticut quarters were heavily circulated, scratched, and worn over time. Finding one with sharp details, strong luster, and no signs of circulation is already difficult. Combine that high-grade condition with a rare and dramatic mint error, and the coin moves into a completely different category. This is where casual collectors become serious hunters, and where competition quietly builds behind the scenes. What makes this coin especially fascinating is how unassuming it looks. To most people, it is just another quarter. To a trained eye, it is a potential treasure hiding in plain sight. That is why collectors carefully check rolls, old collections, and inherited coin jars. The thrill is not just in the value, but in the discovery itself. Holding a small piece of metal that connects American history, modern minting, and collector passion is an experience that never gets old as years pass. Fewer pristine and error examples remain available. They are tucked away in private collections, graded holders, and long-term investments. Demand continues to grow, while supply quietly shrinks. This combination is exactly what fuels legendary prices and unforgettable auction results. If you ever come across a 1999 Connecticut state quarter, do not dismiss it too quickly. Look closely at the tree, examine the edges, and study the surfaces. You might be holding a coin that collectors dream about owning, and now, the moment you have been waiting for. Certain rare error examples of this Connecticut quarter, in exceptional condition, have reached values as high as $93,000. Top 2, we are talking about a modern coin that many people still underestimate. A coin that once passed quietly from hand to hand, but now commands serious attention from collectors across the United States and beyond. This is the United States of America state quarter dollar featuring Nebraska, released in the year 2006. When the state quarters program was launched, It sparked one of the largest collecting movements in American history. People of all ages began checking their change, filling albums, and learning history through coins. By the time Nebraska's quarter was released, the program was already hugely popular. Millions were minted, yet popularity does not always mean simplicity. Sometimes it creates the perfect environment for rare mistakes to slip through unnoticed. The Nebraska quarter proudly honors the state's pioneer heritage. The design shows a covered wagon moving westward, guided by settlers chasing opportunity and freedom. In the background stands Chimney Rock, one of the most famous landmarks along the Oregon Trail. This image captures the courage, hardship, and determination that shaped the American frontier. It is not just a design, but a moment frozen in metal, reminding collectors of the risks taken to build a nation. But what truly excites collectors lies beyond the artwork. It lies in the small details that most people never examine. Certain Nebraska quarters were struck during moments when minting dies were damaged, misaligned, or worn. These flaws created rare varieties and mint errors that transformed an ordinary coin into something extraordinary. Some examples show strong die cracks running across the surface, especially through the wagon or the landscape. Others display doubling in the lettering or dates, where numbers appear slightly shadowed or repeated. There are also off-center strikes where the design is noticeably shifted, leaving blank space along the edge. Even more intriguing are coins with missing clad layers, giving them an unusual color and lighter weight that immediately catches a collector's eye. Collectors are especially fascinated by coins that show dramatic errors while still maintaining sharp detail and strong original luster. Most error coins suffer heavy circulation damage because they were not noticed early. Finding a Nebraska quarter with a bold error in near-perfect condition is exceptionally rare. That rarity fuels intense competition among advanced collectors and specialists. Condition alone can change everything. The vast majority of Nebraska quarters show wear, scratches, and dull surfaces from years of use. But a coin preserved straight from the mint, with crisp edges and brilliant surfaces, already stands apart. Add a significant mint error to that level of preservation, and the coin enters a completely different class. What makes this coin especially exciting is the element of surprise. It does not look valuable at first glance. It looks like spare change. That is why collectors continue to search rolls, old jars, inherited collections, and forgotten drawers. The thrill comes from knowing that history, rarity, and value can be hiding in the most ordinary places. As time moves forward, fewer high-quality error examples remain available. Many are locked away in private collections or professionally graded holders. Demand continues to grow as new collectors learn about these varieties, while supply quietly disappears. This balance is what pushes certain modern coins into legendary territory. The next time you see a Nebraska state quarter dated 2006, do not rush past it. Study the details. Look closely at the wagon, the lettering, and the edges. What appears ordinary could be something truly remarkable. And now, the final reveal. Certain rare error examples of the Nebraska state quarter dollar, preserved in exceptional condition, have reached values as high as $89,000. Top 3 we are about to explore is a state quarter that many people have spent without a second glance. Yet serious collectors study it with care and excitement. This is the United States of America state quarter dollar from Arkansas, released in the year 2003 to be why the time Arkansas entered the state quarters program. The series had already become a nationwide phenomenon. Coin albums were filling up, rolls were being searched, and people from every background were learning history through pocket change. Arkansas, known as the natural state, brought a design that feels peaceful at first glance, but powerful once you understand its meaning. Millions of these quarters were minted, yet only a very small number would go on to achieve legendary status among collectors. The design of the Arkansas quarter celebrates both natural beauty and exploration. The reverse features a graceful image of a mallard duck flying over a calm lake, surrounded by tall rice stalks. This scene represents Arkansas's rich wildlife, its wetlands, and its importance in agriculture. It reflects balance between nature and human effort, a theme that resonates deeply with collectors who appreciate symbolism in coin design. Every line, feather, and ripple in the water adds character to the piece. However, The true excitement begins when collectors look beyond the surface. Certain Arkansas quarters were struck during moments when the minting process did not go perfectly. These brief mechanical flaws produced rare mint errors that transformed a common circulating coin into a highly desirable collectible. Errors are the heartbeat of modern coin collecting, and Arkansas has its share of fascinating examples. Some of the most valuable pieces show strong die cracks running across the duck, the water, or even through the lettering. Others reveal doubled elements, where parts of the design appear slightly repeated due to misaligned dies. Off-center strikes are another prized error, leaving part of the coin blank while shifting the design noticeably to one side. There are also rare examples with missing or partially missing clad layers, giving the coin an unusual appearance and weight that immediately stands out. What makes these errors especially valuable is when they appear on coins that were never heavily circulated. Most error coins were used in everyday transactions and picked up scratches, dents, and wear. Finding an Arkansas quarter that shows a dramatic mint error while still retaining sharp detail, bright luster, and clean surfaces is exceptionally rare. That combination is what pushes collectors into fierce competition. Condition matters just as much as the error itself. High-grade Arkansas quarters with no signs of circulation are already difficult to find. When such a coin also displays a bold and clearly visible minting flaw, it becomes a centerpiece item rather than just a curiosity. These coins are often sent for professional grading, where their authenticity and condition are sealed and preserved for future generations. What makes this coin so thrilling is how easily it can be overlooked. To most people, it is just another quarter from the early 2000s. To a trained collector, it is a potential discovery waiting to happen. That is why enthusiasts carefully inspect coin rolls, old collections, and forgotten jars of change. The excitement lies in knowing that history, rarity, and value can all exist in something so small that as time passes, fewer high-quality error examples remain available. Many are now locked away in long-term collections, while others surface only briefly at major auctions. Interest continues to grow as new collectors learn about rare state quarter errors, while the supply steadily shrinks. This imbalance is what drives remarkable values and lasting fascination. The next time you come across an Arkansas state quarter dated 2003, slow down and take a closer look. Examine the duck, the lettering, the edges, and the overall strike. What seems ordinary could be something truly special. And now, the moment collectors love to hear. Certain rare error examples of the Arkansas state quarter dollar, preserved in exceptional condition, have reached values as high as $86,000. Top for we are going to uncover a piece of American history that may be hiding in your pocket change. A coin that, at first glance, seems ordinary, yet holds an extraordinary story of rarity, minting errors, and collector fascination. We are talking about the United States of America state quarter dollar from Massachusetts, released in the year 2000. This coin is a fascinating journey into history, artistry, and the thrill of discovery, and you will want to listen very carefully. The Massachusetts State Quarter was part of the highly celebrated 50 State Quarters program, which captured the attention of collectors and everyday Americans alike. This program transformed common coins into miniature time capsules, celebrating the heritage and achievements of each state. When Massachusetts entered the series, it brought a design steeped in revolutionary history, reflecting the state's pivotal role in the birth of the nation. Millions of these quarters were minted, making them common in circulation. But as with all coins, rarity is not determined by quantity alone. It's the small details, minting anomalies, and preservation that make a coin truly special. The design of the Massachusetts quarter is a vivid homage to the state's revolutionary past. The reverse features a detailed depiction of the Minuteman statue, symbolizing the courage and vigilance of citizen soldiers during the American Revolution. Surrounding the figure is an elegant representation of Plymouth Rock, linking the coin to the state's early colonial history. Every element tells a story, connecting collectors to a time when bravery and vision shaped the nation. It is a coin that embodies history, artistry, and pride in one small, round package. But the real intrigue for collectors comes from the minting process itself. Certain Massachusetts quarters were struck with unexpected errors that make them stand out in the world of modern coin collecting. Some coins show doubling in the inscriptions, creating a shadowed effect on the lettering or numbers. Others feature off-center strikes where part of the design is cut off, leaving blank space along the edge. Some rare examples even exhibit die cracks or die breaks, where lines or marks appear across the surface due to imperfections in the minting die. These errors, while small, transform an ordinary quarter into a collectible gem. Another fascinating aspect is coins with missing or partially missing clad layers. These anomalies occur when the metal layers do not bond properly during production, creating a coin with an unusual look, texture, and even weight. Such examples immediately catch the eye of collectors, as they are distinct, one-of-a-kind, and impossible to reproduce intentionally. Condition plays a crucial role in elevating a coin's value. While millions of Massachusetts quarters circulated, most show signs of wear, scratches, and fading from daily use. A quarter that has been preserved in near-perfect condition, with sharp details, crisp edges, and brilliant surfaces, is already rare. When combined with a striking mint error, these coins become the crown jewels of any collection. Collectors know that the blend of rarity, error, and condition is what creates exceptional demand and skyrocketing value. The excitement of finding a coin like this is not just about money. It's about the thrill of discovery. Imagine sorting through a roll of quarters and suddenly spotting one that looks slightly different, a detail that sparks curiosity and investigation. This is the essence of coin collecting, connecting with history, understanding minting nuances, and owning a tangible piece of a story that has survived for decades. Over time, fewer pristine error examples remain available. Many have been secured in private collections, graded and preserved for posterity, while only a few occasionally appear at major auctions. The combination of demand from collectors and the limited supply of high-quality examples drives the value of these coins to extraordinary levels. So the next time you encounter a Massachusetts state quarter dated 2000, do not just toss it aside. Examine the statue, the lettering, the edges, and the fine details of the coin. What seems like ordinary change could be a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. And now, the moment every collector dreams of. Certain rare error examples of the Massachusetts state quarter dollar, preserved in exceptional condition, have reached values as high as $84,000. Top 5. We are diving into a fascinating piece of American history that may be hiding in plain sight in your pocket change. A coin that looks ordinary at first glance, but holds an extraordinary story of rarity, errors, and value. We are talking about the United States of America state quarter dollar from Rhode Island, released in the year 2001. Every detail of this coin tells a story, and if you listen carefully, you might just uncover a hidden treasure. The Rhode Island state quarter was part of the iconic 50 state quarters program, a series that transformed everyday coins into miniature works of art and history. This program captured the attention of collectors nationwide, turning ordinary change into collectible keepsakes. Rhode Island, the smallest state in the Union, made a big impression with its design, highlighting its unique identity and rich heritage. While millions of these quarters were minted, a few stand out from the rest due to rare minting errors and exceptional preservation. The design on the Rhode Island quarter is striking in its simplicity and symbolism. The reverse features a detailed depiction of a sailboat gliding on calm waters, symbolizing the state's strong maritime history and its connection to trade, fishing, and exploration. Above the sailboat, the ocean state is proudly inscribed, emphasizing Rhode Island's identity and heritage. Every line of the sailboat, every wave in the water, and every detail on the sails contributes to the coin's charm and historical significance. For collectors, this design is more than just art. It's a connection to a state's story and legacy. The true excitement for collectors, however, comes when examining the coin beyond its surface design. During production, some Rhode Island quarters experienced minting errors that transformed them from ordinary circulation coins into prized collectibles. One of the most sought-after errors includes doubling on the inscriptions or the date, known as double die errors. These cause parts of the lettering or numbers to appear shadowed or duplicated, creating a distinct and highly desirable anomaly. Off-center strikes are another error that makes certain Rhode Island quarters exceptionally valuable. These coins are shifted slightly to one side during minting, leaving part of the design cut off and blank space along the edge. Die cracks and die breaks are also fascinating to collectors. These appear as raised lines or unusual markings across the coin's surface, caused by imperfections in the minting die. Such errors are completely accidental, making each coin one of a kind and highly collectible. Some Rhode Island quarters even display missing or partially missing clad layers, where the metal layers fail to bond properly during production. These coins have a unique appearance and feel, instantly catching the eye of collectors. Whether it's an off-center strike, a die crack, or a missing layer, each error tells a story of a moment in time when the minting process deviated from perfection. Condition plays a crucial role in elevating the value of these coins. While millions circulated, most show wear, scratches, and fading. A Rhode Island quarter preserved in near-perfect condition, with sharp details, brilliant surfaces, and crisp edges, is already rare. When such a coin also features a significant mint error, it becomes a centerpiece for any collection. The combination of rarity, error, and pristine condition is what drives collectors to compete fiercely for these coins. What makes this coin so intriguing is the element of surprise. It doesn't look valuable at first glance. To the untrained eye, it's just another quarter. But for collectors who understand what to look for, it could be a hidden gem waiting to be discovered. Many enthusiasts inspect rolls, inherited collections, and old jars of coins, searching for just such a treasure. The thrill of discovery is as exciting as the coin's monetary value. Over the years, fewer high-grade error examples have remained available. Many are locked away in private collections or professionally graded holders, while only a few occasionally appear at auctions. This scarcity, combined with growing collector interest, drives the value of these coins to remarkable levels. So the next time you come across a Rhode Island state quarter dated 2001, slow down and examine it closely. Look at the sailboat, the lettering, the edges, and the surfaces. What seems ordinary might just be extraordinary. And now, the moment collectors have been waiting for. Certain rare error examples of the Rhode Island state quarter dollar, preserved in exceptional condition, have reached values as high as $80,000. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a coin discovery. Share it with fellow collectors and join our community of treasure hunters.